Alright, welcome back to another Kendama tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for Goon pinches. I'm going to be going over a 0.5 pinch as well as a 1.5 pinch in today's video. I'll do a quick example of both of these and then I'll go over each trick separately. So here's the 0.5 pinch. And here's a 1.5 pinch. Alright, so there's the 1.5 pinch. So first thing I want to talk about is string length. My personal preference for string length is about 8 fingers, as you can see right here. There's no like set length you need to go with, but what I found, the general rule is that a shorter string helps. I would suggest against using like a 10 to 12 finger string. So anywhere from like 6 to 8 fingers I feel like is a good length. Personally, I learned the 0.5 Goon before the 1.5. You don't have to do that. But that's the order that I'm going to be doing in today's video. I'm going to go over the 0.5 first. One trick that you do kind of want to know before you do the 0.5 pinch is just like a 0.5 Goon. Like that, you can go to Lighthouse. But other than that, there's not many other concepts that you need to know. So let's get into it. For the 0.5 Goon, basically what it is a half Goon. You pinch, and you're pinching. You're making the Tama do a rotation like this. You swap, catch the Ken, and spike it. So the first thing is you want to do a lot less of a throw than you think you need to. When I was first learning this trick, I would throw the half Goon a lot faster than I thought I needed to. It's really a light throw. You don't need much force at all. And when I pinch is when the Tama and the Ken are kind of vertical like this. I also like to pinch a little bit above the halfway point. So if the halfway point is here, I go a little bit above, closer to the Tama. So you're gonna throw a half Goon, give it just a light toss as it comes around, pinch when it's about right here. And what I like to do is pinch with 3 fingers. I used to pinch with 2 fingers, but I found that it was a lot harder to get a grip on the string. So you can use 3 fingers if that helps. You wanna pinch hard right here. I like to pinch kind of with my thumb over my pointer finger and my middle finger. Pinch hard, and as you pinch, you wanna hold longer than you think you need to. You're not pinching and letting go right away. You pinch and you kind of guide the Tama. And one thing that really helps is kind of twisting your wrist a little bit. It's just a very subtle movement. Twisting your wrist to kind of bring the Tama around. And what that twist is gonna help with is Tama control. So once you swap out of it, the Tama is not gonna be going all over the place. You're gonna have the hole kind of coming towards you. So yeah, like I said, hold a little bit longer than you think you need to. This is all just about timing and feel and practice and getting it down. So I let go right when the Ken is at about this position. When I see it coming around, when it's right here, I let go, spot up the Ken, catch it, and then switch my eyes to tracking the Tama as that Tama comes around and I try to spike it. Now, one thing that happened to me a lot when learning this trick was I would have the Tama and the Ken smack into each other. This would happen a ton, and one way that I found to fix it is to make sure that the Ken and Tama are on separate planes. What I mean by that is when I pinch, as you can see, the Tama is going to the left, the Ken is on the right. It's just a subtle movement with your wrist kind of guiding it. I feel like I twist my hand a little bit this way to kind of make the Tama go to the left there. So that just makes them avoid each other and they're not hitting into each other. Because if you don't do that, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to mess up now. But you're gonna have them hit like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just remember a light throw, not too much rotation. Pinch with those 3 fingers. Pinch a bit above midway, slight twist of the wrist. Make sure to keep them on their separate planes so they don't collide. And then catch the Ken, spot up the Tama and spike it. There's a ton of different enders you can do out of this. You can go to a stall, you can go to a juggle like that. I mean, the possibilities are endless with stuff you can do out of it, so it's a really fun trick. So yeah, let's move on to the 1.5 Goon. Now this one, you might want to do outside. I mean, it's too windy outside right now, but do it over some grass. Do it away from like your TV or something, because you're going to be hucking a lot more. So you want to make sure you're not damaging too many things. With this, kind of all the same principles apply with the 0.5 Goon. you're just giving it an extra rotation. You're still pinching at that same spot of just above halfway. Pinch with 3 fingers. Pinch when it's right at this vertical point. This one for me was a lot harder to get the timing down. I always pinched a little bit too early. So you really want to wait that extra second and pinch when it's vertical. Again, slight twist of the wrist, keeping them on their separate planes. For this one, you need a lot more huck than you think you do. A lot more speed for the Goon. If you're experiencing problems where the tama isn't coming around after you do the pinch, or maybe the tama's too low, it's not high enough in the air, really all you need to do is just give that Goon more speed and more huck. It is gonna make it a little bit harder to pinch. It might slip through your fingers more often. But once you give it more speed, as you saw there, the tama was coming around, the bevel was there, it was in the air. Same principles of timing apply. You kind of want to let go. You don't want to pinch and then let go right away. You want to give yourself some time. Let go as the Ken is coming around. Catch, spot up the tama, spot up the bevel, and then spike it. Just like that. This one was really trippy and like hard for me to figure out. It was really hard for my brain to figure out how to pinch. I was really caught up on if I should be pinching like this or if I should be pinching like this. I would say don't worry about if you're pinching thumb over index or you're pinching index over thumb. Because honestly what I do is just kind of like in between that. All you need to worry about is pinching when the string or when the tama and the Ken are straight up and down like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, there's a ton of stuff you can do out of a 1.5 pinch. This is one of those tricks that it is a little bit tricky to figure out at first. Like I think the 1.5 took me like maybe 5 days of just like trying to figure it out, and then it really started clicking, and then after that it took me like maybe 3 or 4 days to get it consistent. So I'm at the point now where this trick is really consistent for me and I can do it like almost every try. It's a tough barrier to break through at first, but once you kind of figure out the tech, you can land this trick pretty consistently. Hopefully this tutorial helped. If it did, make sure to let me know down below. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know if there's any other tutorials you want to see as well. Alright, peace out guys.